For knowing what exactly orientation is, so you have to select your root joint. Select your root joint, right click, just select hierarchy. If you select hierarchy, your each and every joints will get selected, so you don't have to go individual joints and select individual joints, and then you can activate your local rotation axis. You can either click from here, or you can just go to display, transform display, or you can just click over here. Okay, next you can see what's happening over here. Okay, so it's giving me some result, but what I want to do now, just select your root joint, just select your regular root joint, just go to skeleton and click on orient joint. Just go to the option box. Inside that, just reset the display and just click on the apply button. Just reset over here. We want the default value. Just don't change anything over here and click on the apply. Okay, and see, cannot perform joint or transform as non-rotation axis. Joint 41. Okay, so this we are going to check what is this, and just say close now. So you're almost your 90% of the work is done by your joint orientation. Simply just don't have to select each and every joint. Just click on your root joint and just apply that thing. Okay, and now just check it what is going on. So it's almost done. Perfect job. And over here, for this particular joint, what we want the average. We don't want joint to rotate from this side. This is wrong actually. We want this joint to rotate from center. We don't want from that side and from this side. Both sides are wrong. We want exactly the center. For that, see, the x-axis is coming in this direction. So what we have to do now, just press F8. Okay, activate the component mode using F8. So I've selected the F8, and miscellaneous component is already selected. Just drag it and make sure and just rotate the y-axis, and from top view, just check it. Everything is going fine. It is in center. It's in center, and z-axis is over here. Y-axis is in top. Done. And now just check it. Just press F8 once again, and now check. The rotation is working fine. Yes. So this is what needed. Okay, and rotate Z. Press 0. This is for the testing purpose only. And now same thing. Just check it out. Everything is going fine now. So we don't want z-axis over here. We want it over here. For that same thing, what you can do, just select your particular joint, press F8, select your joint, and just simply rotate that particular joint. So we want our z-axis over here, and make sure you are just keeping the eye on both the direction, both the sides, basically x, y, z-axis, basically the side view, front view, and your top view. Just make sure is going proper. Control Z. Same thing you have to do over here also. So see, z-axis is proper, x, okay. Here, let's check it out, what is happening. X-axis is proper. Suppose if you want to rotate this particular joint, check it out, it is fine or not. And then just change it, whatever changes we need. So I think is just check it out. And whatever changes we need, just press F8, select your component, and we want X direction over there only. Why we need to change? So just try to change that Y axis. And on the root joint it is fine. And see, inside your the spinal cord, Z direction is going fine for me over here. Z direction. Just same thing follow over here also. Z direction has to be on your right side only if you are following this particular pattern. Just make sure that this particular joint, just work on this particular joint also. See this joint over here. So just press F8 and just correct that particular thing. Press F8 and just try to just rectify that particular joint using this thing. And same thing over here also. See, inside over here also, X direction has to be exactly on the center. Otherwise, when you want to rotate your hand or wrist, so it's not proper, right? So this is what we don't want. So what we have to do, same thing, just press F8, select your miscellaneous component is already active, and just change it. We want exactly in the center, and make sure from the top view it is in the center. Just make it exactly in the center, and just make sure it is following the previous joint and all the joint, and it is done. And now once again just check it, it is going proper or not. Just check it out. It's rotating properly. Yes, it is rotating. Done. Same thing you have to do with this also. So what I'm going to do now, if I just activate my script editor, so and I just want to see what is happening over here. I've just activated my script editor, and now I want to change this particular joint axis. Just press F8 once again. So just press F8, select your miscellaneous component and activate that. Just try to make x-axis inside your particular this particular joint. Okay. Just check it, where is z-axis is proper, y-axis is on the opposite side, it is fine. So you can see right now what we have is, so first command is our joint name, and we have to select the rotation axis, and then we need to rotate. This is relative r dash r, this is relative r, and if we activate this particular command, especially this command, so we need to calculate what is this two value. This is basically x, y and z. This is x, y and z. So what exactly we have done is, I'm just going to take a new notepad and I'm just going to write the value over here. So I'm just going to write down this particular command over here. I'm showing you the another way of working it. So this is relative r, and this is x, y and z. This is z, so this is 2, and this is y. This is 52 point something, 52.58, 52.58. Okay, so just copy this particular value of x, y and z. Just copy this particular value, and now just see the magic. So if I just select this, and if I just apply this particular command, now don't have to struggle. So just check it out. It is working. Basically, that we need to work out a little bit. But if you apply this particular thing over here, so it will going to work like for you. If you need to work on this particular joint, you can easily work. But suppose if you have similar kind of rotating pattern, so you can just apply that particular same script over and over again and again. So like that. So what about your end joints? So end joint, what you have to do, just simply select your end joint, and over here inside your orient joint, just keep it on the 0 value. Joint orient, just say 0. So it is going to follow the previous hierarchy if you say 0 to it. So what is going to do is going to select, or basically is going to now see this particular joint. Suppose if you just rotate this particular joint from here, if you just rotate this, suppose it's going fine, then it's fine for me, like, because even if you take it to the center, we want the rotation axis from there only. So it is fine, no? You don't, it's fine, like, just check it all the rotation axis. If it is working fine, so we don't have to change it. If you take it to the center, then it's very good. Even if you don't keep it to the center, then it's also fine, like. So just take it another, your eye. So just joint orient, just say 0. So you don't have to work on the axis value basically. Just end joint, just take it, just say joint orient to the default value. So just say 0, 0, 0, that's all. And I think same we have to do with end joint also. Head joint, basically, this is your head joint, and done. So like that you have to work on all the joint, and so this joint we need to connect to the basically your solar plexus axis. This is the solar plexus. So instead of this chest joint, you need to connect. I'm just pressing Shift P to unparent, and I'm going to connect this particular joint to the solar plexus joint, child parent P, and sorry, wrong. You select your child and parent, this P. So just connect to the solar plexus axis, or if you want, you can add additional joint over here. Skeleton. You can say insert joint, you can add additional joint over here. And you can just shift this particular joint using D. I can use a different view. Just to be on a safer side. This is for the skinning purpose. So you can use this particular thing. So it is recommended basically you connect this particular joint to your solar plexus. When you lift your basically your arm, just make sure your chest cut, like this particular cut goes like this. So you don't have to work independently on the skinning to get that particular thing out. Like so, it is always recommended to go like this. And this also, I'm just pressing D and just taking up arrow. It's a little bit like this. So once you are satisfied with this, okay, so it's done. Once you're satisfied with all your rotation axis, then you are ready for mirroring the joint. And before mirroring your joint, or after also, if after mirroring your joint, you have to give proper name to your joint. Okay, so for first, what you're going to do, we are just going to mirror that particular joint. For mirroring the joint, what you have to do, just select your this shoulder joint, go to skeleton, and just click on the mirror joint. Now, what to click? Because now we have three options over here: XY, YZ, and XZ. What exactly what we have to do? So what you have to do? Just press W and check the axis. This axis. This is what? Y axis. This is Z axis. So we have to go opposite of that particular axis. Instead of saying this is X, we have to go minus X. You have to check it. This is Y and this is Z. So just search where is YZ. Okay, this is this option, middle one. Okay, so I have to apply that. Simple. This is Y, this is Z, and just click on the apply and just see the magic. It's done for you. All the axis, orientation, everything is taken care of. Don't have to work again on that particular thing. It's done. Same with the eye also. Just select your this particular end joint. And same is YZ only, just say apply. See, it's done, situated properly. Now, this is your hip joint. Just select your hip joint. This is your end hip joint. And same, just YZ is proper for all your joint. Just say apply. Then it's done for you. See, it's done. So whatever values come, just accept that particular value. And it's done for you. Like, see here. See, this is wrong. This I don't recommend. Like, this is totally wrong. So now, what I have to do now, I'll just say Control Z to this. So mirror update, instead of behavior, I'll say orientation. Take the orientation, and now if I just apply this particular thing, now check the magic. See, the orientation is going proper now. So just make sure if it is not working on the behavior, you'll just check the orientation. Same you can do with all your joint. See, if it is x-axis is going on the opposite direction, this is not good. This is wrong, right? So now I've just clicked on the orientation, and now if I don't want this particular joint also, and now if I just say apply, now just check it out. If it is going fine, it's going fine. Just see this is not going fine, like this we need to work out. I think this joint is going fine over here. So I think we need to work on this particular joint. So it's fine, like just check it out. So once you are satisfied with this thing, then you can start working on your other things. So naming is very important, but so now we have done with the orientation, and now I'm going to start with the naming of the joint. Okay, for naming the joint, what you have to do, so you don't have to go to individual joints, and you just don't have to go to individual joints and just double click and just name it. This is one process. I'm going to show you one simple way to rename the joint. For that, what you have to do, just go to skeleton. There is one thing is joint labeling. Just click on this particular icon over here, activate that, and inside over this also activate this also. Just take it out. Okay, now what you have to do, just click on your root joint. Where is my root joint? Over here. This is my root joint. So my all the joints is selected, and now I don't want any local rotation axis. Now I think if I'm done with the local rotation axis, just say select hierarchy. Your all joints will be going to be selected, and just switch it off. Done. Now our next topic is our naming. For naming purpose, just select a root joint, and just click on show all labels. So now we can see all the labels. Okay, so now we have to define now what is what. So this is my shoulder. First we have to define what is right, what is left. So this is my what? Left. So this is my left. Basically, if you just sitting over here, and you can just see like this, or you can consider her as your mirror also. You can take this as a right also, but right now I'm just going to take this as a left joint and just say label left. So done. Label left, label right. Don't have to do anything for the center joint. This is my left, and this is my right. This is my left side. This is my right side. Done. Right and left is defined already. And then what you have to do, you have to define this also. This is what? This is your hip. Just click on this hip. So this is hip, this is knee, this is your heel, all toe. That we have to basically rename that particular thing. But all the things are just taken care now. Now you have to define your this thing also. This is what? This is what? What is this? Anybody can answer? This is what?
Toe joint.
Label foot thumb. Okay, so just click on that. Okay, this is our foot thumb, and this is what?
Index toe.
Index. Next finger is what? Okay, what is this?
Pinky toe.
Pinky toe. Okay. Then what is this? After pinky, what
Ring
is
toe.
ring toe? Very good. And after ring toe, what is this?
Middle toe.
Very good. And what is this? Index. Okay, index toe. Done. Simple. Same you have to do over here also. So you have to define, you have to just give the name, just click on the label hip. So hip, knee. So you have to give proper name. Suppose if it is not there afterward also, this is heel, this is ball, this is toe. So you have to rename that particular thing, but 99% of your work is done by this label only. Same thing I'm going to do over here also. What is this? What is written?
Big toe.
Label foot thumb. This is big toe. Okay. But same thing you have to do over here also. If you are saying this is big toe, same you have to say this to this also. This is big toe. This is big toe. Otherwise, there will be little confusion. Okay. After rigging, so just say big toe. And what is this? Index, right? Next, what? This is what? After index, this is what? Middle, ring. And what is the last finger? Yes, pinky. Okay. So just define like that. Next, this is my shoulder. Label shoulder. Now see the magic. Shoulder, elbow. We need actually another joint over here. Basically your forearms. Then your hand, and then we have to define our finger also. This is what? This is what? Yes. Now you can basically means you can respond me like This is your thumb. Now see this thumb. This is what? Index. Middle. After middle, what is this? Ring. Pinky. Done. Just define quickly whatever you can. Just try to define maximum, as much as you can define the thing. And this is also my shoulder, elbow. So we have to write down the rest over here afterward, but at least we can define the finger. Right? Suppose if you have extra finger, we can just put that also extra. Okay, so this is our root joint. Where is our root joint? Let's check it out. Where is root? Label root. And this is our spine. To search where is spine. Where is that? Spine.
Sir, there. That line.
How? Actually below. At last, right. Label spine. Just quickly just click on the spine. Spine. This is a spine. This we have to open this thing. This is what? This is also spine. This is what? This is your. This is what? This is your neck. This is also neck joint. Neck 1, neck 2, and this is your head joint. This is your head. and you can say head top. This is our head top. We have to rename that particular joint. So simple. And just leave this particular joint, that is fine. This is our basically growing area. So we can just rename that afterward also. And simple. Huh? Now what we want basically, so we have basically struggled so much like for renaming this particular joint, labeling this particular joint basically. To basically we don't want to write each and every joint name over here, no? Okay, for that what you have to do now, the main thing is, this is the important point, like what is written over here, can anybody read for me? What is this?
Rename joints for label.
Right, rename joints from label. This is the important point for you. After doing all the thing, you have to compulsorily click on this particular thing. Just click. And now, see the magic. Okay. If you just, first you have to select a root joint, and then you have to click. And then, done. Just press shift and click. Now see, all the joint is renamed for you. So we have to write basically whatever we want. Basically we want over here, but basically this is a wrist joint. We have to write that particular thing, but almost 99% of the work is done for you. This is very important. So, but suppose this particular joint, this is joint 92 F. So we have to write down this particular, this is our I joint. We have to write down definitely, but almost 99% of our work is done. And then what you have to do, just check it out, all the joints is renamed properly. So whatever is not renamed, we have to just write the name. That is fine for us. You don't have to write each and every. Now it's fine. So for center joint, we don't have to do anything. Left, right. Just simply just give the name. Simple. This is our jaw joint. Top jaw, bottom jaw, then done. Clear? So we don't want any label over here. I don't want to see any labels. So just go to skeleton, joint labeling, and there is some option, hide all labels. Just click on that and hide the label. Done. So instead of naming, just going over here and naming each and every joint, you can just follow this particular method. This is recommended. Okay. And hide the local rotation axis and save it.